welcome to LifeStyle. I'm Denise Simons, your host, and this is a show about bringing life into your home and helping you create your style. And we do it all by giving you tips and inspiration and resources to create everything you see on the show right here. Well, thank you all of you who came out to the home decorating and remodeling show and walked the red carpet with me. We got pictures taken, and to all of you who stopped by and said, "Hey, I watch you every Monday night." Oh, thank you so much. I love knowing the faces that I'm seeing on the other side of that camera. And also to all of my new viewers, we welcome you to the show tonight. And also to my little viewer, I want to send a shout out to Maggie. I'm so glad that you want to be an interior designer. Well, coming up, hey, what if I told you that you could build a stone fire pit, a fireplace, and a bench seat for the outdoors by yourself? Well, coming up, William Sundquist is on the show from General Shell. You know, he's always giving us the latest tips and the best trends on brick and stone, and he's going to be showing us some kits that you can put together yourself. And how about if I told you there was a company that could give you a trade-in on your rug? Sort of like you trade in your car. Well, Nicholas Sumner is here from Nashville Rug Gallery, and he is going to be talking. He's actually the weaver, so we're going to get so much information about the difference between a Tibetan, a Turkish rug, a Persian rug. Do you know the difference? Well, he's going to be talking to us all about it. And I know he was at the home decorating show, and if some of you stopped by to see all of his beautiful rugs, but he's going to be talking to us about the latest trends as well. And this couple coming up, they needed a lot more space in their dining room and in their kitchen. Actually, they opted out of the dining room, tore that wall down, and created something spectacular. So we want you to take a look at that right now. This couple had the most beautiful view looking out this kitchen window. But the view from the inside of the kitchen, well, it wasn't quite as desirable. So we had to get to work and remodel this kitchen. Take a look at the befores. The picture window was one of the best views of the garden, but there was a large wall that divided the room and kept you from being able to see out. Now there was also a door that opened into the room, causing a big traffic flow issue. There were lots of cabinets that were still in good condition, but the space was cramped. So we wanted to keep the original brick and repurpose all of the cabinets.
We love to entertain, but for the most part we never entertained in the winter months because the flow of the room just was not conducive to company. There was just no place to hang out. Now we entertain all the time. This is such a great room when we have friends over or our kids have friends over to just hang out.
Now take a look at the room after. This is from the same angle, and then I'll tell you what we did. Same exact room, big transformation. Well, we added no square footage to this room, but we changed the layout. We took out a big wall and we moved the door. Well, now I'm going to show you exactly what we did. Before, this area really was unused and there was really no seating, but we added cabinetry. This is very functioning and it gives them storage. Peggy and Steve wanted a place where they could put more pantry items as well as some of their electronics. So we have a docking station in one of these. Well, this is what I'm really excited about. Their view from this window was so beautiful. I thought, hey, wouldn't that be a great place to take a nap, read some books? Well, we've created this beautiful banquette. This is actually a built-in, and we've added pillows so you can really cozy up to take a nap, to read a book, and it gives you a great view of the window.
Even the bench seat that I would never even dreamed of putting there has been great for our family. Our girls will come up in the morning and they'll just lay there with the dogs and look out the window and hang out with mom.
Even though we put in can lights and we have an island light, we wanted to have task lighting. Look at this lamp. This is great because if you're seated here and you want to read, this gives you the opportunity to have task lighting. One of the things that we wanted to do was keep the natural look in this room. And so what we did here is we put in the woven woods This is nice because it gives the couple some privacy. And Peggy and Steve wanted something very simple for their window treatments. Take a look at this valance. Peggy and Steve really didn't want anything too fussy, so we used this fabric. This was called English Manor, and it really brings in all the colors of the room. Believe it or not, this is exactly where that big wall that separated the kitchen from the sitting area used to be. And we took that out, and now look at this gorgeous island. They can seat so many people at this island, and what's great about it, it's not only a great prep station, a great place to prepare food, but it's also perfect for entertaining. This top is actually a butcher block top, so they can actually cut on this wood piece. I like that we've used the different finishes. We use lots of different finishes, and it gives it so much depth and texture.
One reason is the kitchen is so much more functional for me now is before in our tiny kitchen, I would be the only one in there and everyone else would be out in the living room watching TV. The family was gathered there. I was always on my own. And now with it opened up, everyone's hanging out in here or out there, but it's opened up and I feel a part of it. So it's not so isolated cooking and preparing meals.
So the other side, we actually used a granite countertop. This was something that Peggy and Steve and I went to pick out the slab. We wanted something that brought in all of the colors, the gray tones, the burnt copper, and a little hint of that peacock color we were trying to bring in. Oh, and remember the door? Well, we moved it. It used to be on this wall, but because we've moved the entrance now, it's perfect flow. So you can walk right through. Before it was such a cramped space. Now it's very massive, and they love to entertain in the space.
Well, I'll tell you, the kitchen afterwards now, is the actual traffic flow and the functionality of the kitchen is absolutely amazing. Moving the door and actually opening up the walkways, and it really made it much better for everyone to get around, congregate, and then for people to cook and move and serve. It made it much easier.
Believe it or not, these were the original cabinets. It has so many bells and whistles already. We wanted to make sure that we kept all of these. They were in great condition. So what we did was we resurfaced the outside. What we did is we took off the old cabinet fronts and we put on the black fronts. It was great to be able to reuse, and it saved some money. Also, look at some of the handles and knobs we've used. This is actually a pewter pull, and these are pewter knobs that are actually in metal. We've also used an amber knob. It's a recycled glass, and it looks great with the pewter hardware. We left all of these cabinets and the brick exactly intact and just repainted them. They were in great condition, so why change it? The only thing that we did change though, and the big difference, is this this is actually a concrete composite. This is actually molded to fit. It has the gray tone, but it's also very warm and has some speckles in it. It looks great, and I like using lots of different surfaces. Granites, concrete countertops, and butcher block. They're all a great combination, and it makes it not look so matchy. It's a great way to bring warmth into your new kitchen remodel.
You know, I got everything I want in my dream kitchen because not only does it look great, but I mean, Peggy, I can't get Peggy out of it. And it's great. I mean, you know, so she's making dinners and meals. It's wonderful. And we have a lot of fun in here. Yeah, we have a lot of fun in this kitchen.
I love driving by their house and knowing that they're entertaining in that kitchen. It's so fun. Well, coming up, I will be announcing the winners. I told you if you came by my booth at the Home Decorating and Remodeling Show that you'd be signing up for some prizes. I'll be announcing the winners when we come back. And also, pretty soon we're going to feel a little nip in the air, a little coolness outside, so we've got to get ready. And what better than a fire pit and a cozy rug? We'll be talking about that when we return.